I've painted the owl many times over the years. Some say I am like the owl, eyes open in the black, seeing the dark side of the world. Hello! I am the spirit of Hieronymus Bosch, and my counterpart, the owl, here. Welcome to my studio. I'm excited. I've just been finishing this triptych. Would you like to take a look? I gave you a magnifying glass to look more closely at the painting's detail. I'll tell you more about parts of the painting if you aim for certain points on there and press the button on the magnifying glass. I think it will help you understand my unusual painting. My spirit is kept alive in this fascinating masterpiece. Take a look for yourself.
My parents named me Hieronymus van Aken, but I sign my paintings Bosch. The name of my home city, Den Bosch, literally means the forest, and the owl is often referred to as the Bosch bird. With his eyes wide open, the owl keeps a close watch on things going on around him. You know, the owl is a nocturnal animal, looking for prey at night. As opposed to the ancient Greeks, we associate the owl not with wisdom or intelligence, but with impending evil and doom. Just like the owl's prey always have to be on their guard, so must man remain alert to the devil lurking. The owl cautions us, "Careful, evil is watching you, waiting for an opportunity to strike." How sweet it must have been at the beginning of creation. How far we have fallen. This is the oddly shaped dragon tree. The crimson juice it produces is supposed to have healing effects and has been used for centuries for medical purposes, but also as a pigment. The dragon tree symbolizes the tree of life, which gave Adam and Eve immortality in earthly paradise. Eve has just been created from one of Adam's ribs. In between them stands the Creator, looking us straight in the eye. He blesses the new couple and gives them the following injunction: "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and govern it." Below Eve's feet, rabbits are scurrying past, symbolizing fertility. Here, I portrayed small groups of courting men and women engaged in conversation, dancing, drinking wine, and eating, usually fruits. This is regarded as a most civilized way of choosing a partner. You can see them offering each other fruits. This is a symbol of temptation. However, they are definitely moving beyond the talking or flirting stage. Several figures are about to engage in sexual activity.
Here I show men driven by lust, corralling a group of women. Can you see that the men are seated on horses, camels, unicorns, boars, and other animals? They're carrying fruits, eggs, and birds intended as gifts for the women who are bathing in the center of the scene. So, you like this section? Look at all these nude male and female figures. They're frolicking around naked, unashamed. The erotic tension between the figures is almost palpable, don't you think? The scene oozes temptation, desire, and lust, but I never make it too explicit. Except for one scene. See inside the dark hole at the bottom of the central sphere of the fountain? A bearded man is shamelessly touching the crotch of a naked young woman.
It's a summary of life, from the beginning, a time of innocence, to today, where we stand on the border to hell. These figures are busy picking and eating apples. It's a direct reference to the fall of man. Eve picking the apple from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thus acting against God's expressed prohibition. The figures here seem to be only concerned with eating apples. They show little evidence of knowledge of good and evil, which is true of most of the figures in the center panel. I remember when I was 13 years old, in the year 1463, a great fire raged through my city of Den Bosch, reducing 4,000 homes to ashes. Here, in my division of hell, a devastating fire sets the city ablaze. People tried to escape the fire using ladders or jumping into the dirty water of the city canal. You can see amongst the flames crowds of people and armies moving about, while at the heart of the scene stands a Dutch windmill, its sails smoldering. I drew these massive fires and groups of people caught in the inferno from my experience as a youth. This is how my experience as a child helped me realize this painting. Here's my largest and most striking figure. So peculiar, An eggshell body with tree trunk legs and a human face. He's balanced on two boats. It's a ragtag voyage indeed. There's even a dreadful tavern inside of him. A woman pulls pints. They drink. The crossbow's hung for now. One man sits at the table on a giant toad, the symbol of the devil. On top, a jester plays a giant bagpipe, the instrument of sloth. They cavort around it in procession. There's even a flag atop, proudly waving the repugnant bagpipe. Not everyone can see the messages I encoded in this painting. There are no words. You must look carefully. In hell, the owl again makes its appearance, now acting like a demon from a nightmare. With a pot on its head and jugs for shoes, it's sitting on a giant potty chair. Human bodies are being consumed and excreted simultaneously, going straight into the sewer. On the edge of the sewer, we see three figures. One rich stinker is pooping coins. The figure right next to him is throwing up. Here I show a figure being crushed by a giant lute. On his backside I painted a 4-line musical staff tattooed onto the skin. You may wonder why I put these musical instruments in hell. Music can lead to lascivious activities. It can make people move in uncontrollable, rhythmic, erotic gyrations, taking over their mind to think of animalistic short-term pleasure. They use this music while gambling. It's as if they're possessed by the devil, I tell you. Unfortunately, it's a familiar story. We see the results of unrestrained pursuit of desire and temptation. Can you see the evil now the owl and I see? You can continue to explore the painting if you wish, or select the exit sign with the magnifying glass to my left above the table to leave. Thanks for visiting my place.